Startup Summer Program was first time developed this summer for Korean Entrepreneurship Foundation. And the target for this program is to create connections and get students to familiarize the students with international startup ecosystem. And first, I'm gonna invite Timo Nyberg to the stage, who is the leader of the Startup Summer Program. So, welcome, Timo.
Thank you. Can you help me with this one?
Yes.
Because I have another. So, who is that gentleman in the picture? I'm going to say a couple words about platform economy, which is a term originally initiated by Professor John Zeisman and Martin Kelly from UC Berkeley and UC, what's the one in North?
UCLA?
Not UCLA, but anyhow, UC, University of California. And what is this platform economy and why is it important? Because dramatic changes are in the opportunities for businesses. There are dramatic changes as well for the requirements of the businesses. What are these requirements and opportunities? In most cases they are today ICT-based, information and communication technology-based opportunities and requirements. So we have companies like Uber, Airbnb, Inbank, and so on that are totally creating new ways of making business in traditional areas like in banking or transportation or housing. But the changes, they are not only in the business, but they are also in the business development, like we learned from Mark Nelson, how the business principle prototyping can happen in a few minutes or half an hour. You can get response for different methods or ways of doing business. Also, internationalization of businesses is changing. We have totally new resource-independent models working, like the ones I mentioned earlier here. So earlier, very old internationalization theory is this Uppsala model, where you go to the next country and start selling there. Next is the network model, where you have a network, you get somebody representing your company and selling your products elsewhere. You're building a network. Then there was also this era, or it's still going on, born global. But in fact, all these theories manage companies in a traditional way, where the company in fact has all the traditional functions: human resources, finance, production, and so on. But modern companies don't need this kind of structure anymore. You can be just accounting, you can be just providing internet connection or so on. And this makes it very different to become international. In fact, there are cases where some companies in Latvia are working very effectively in Nigeria, like we have learned here earlier. So, what is coming next? IoT, Internet of Things, is one already here to some extent, but I believe that it will be much stronger in the future. We have also an abbreviation which is IOB, and the B stands for behavior. We have, in fact, in some cases, possibilities to learn to know what kind of behavioral patterns people have, and we can guess what's happening next in a big crowd. We have in the future also this Internet of Everything. In fact, we are not that far yet. Okay. So we are entering a platform economy in which tools and frameworks which are based upon the power of internet, will frame and channel our economic and social lives. So internet is very much in the core for the new businesses that are to come. And this revolution is based on computable algorithms, on countless activities from consumption, from leisure to services and manufacturing. So the key words are the very old words and provision ICT, information and communication technology, and in fact automation. A lot of things are happening automatically without human intervention. This is the digital transformation. Examples about these changing businesses are here. We have Uber, the fastest growing taxi company in the world. Uber does not own any of its cars, it doesn't employ any of its drivers, but still it's offering services all over the world. These two pictures, in fact, somehow also illustrate the mindset. In the old taxi company, they show an old taxi car. It's in fact a Finnish company called LähiTaxi, and the other picture is from Uber that is showing a nice lady coming out from the car, not the car itself, but the customer. The same about Airbnb versus Hilton chain. In Hilton picture, you are showing the hotel room in a big city. You can see the city lights in the background, and it's telling that you can use Hilton Honors application and you can even choose your own room. Wow! Whereas Airbnb is kind of telling that, hey, you can be home everywhere, you have friendly people welcoming you wherever you go. So we are going from hard assets to people and social. Then I have a couple pictures to finish. This is the old funnel incubator model. You have a funnel. Funnel is something that has a big opening and then very small outcome. And that really happens. If we have lots of ideas and they go through this screening of getting funding and being able to develop your ideas, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller all the time, and out of this funnel only a few successful startups come out. Whereas we are coming to this era of crowd everything. We have crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, crowd evaluation, crowd screening, and so on. And a much bigger number of entrepreneurs will go through this tunnel. It's no longer a funnel, it's a tunnel that will develop your skills, and much bigger number of successful startups will come out. And this has really happened here in Otaniemi during the past about almost 10 years. If you compare the number of startups coming out from Aalto University or this area about 10 years ago, I guess it's about tenfold less than what it is today. So we have had, let's go, next slide. We have had a startup summer program. We have awesome teams from Korea. We have had instructors from all over the world, Canada, Italy, Finland, and also, well, yes, US, Mark and Dave from Stanford. Today we are going to see some of the fruits, some of the results through the pitching, and I will give the microphone to Meri, and she will lead us to the next.
Thank you, thank you. So thank you, Timo, for arranging this program, because without this we wouldn't have this afternoon today. So before we start pitching, before we get the teams on stage, I would like to know who are the judges for our teams today. 4 gentlemen, do you want to introduce yourself? Please.
You know me, guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know me, guys.
You know me too.
Yeah.
Anyhow, for those who don't know me,
Do you know me?
Yeah.
My name is Hannes. Yes.
Matti.
and I'm Paolo, running Up Campus accelerator for Windows Phone and Vertical for health and well-being.
And Peter Kelly, professor of practice cycle with entrepreneurship. Good.
Okay. Thank you. So we're gonna have 4 teams, 4 startups, 4 innovative ideas today on stage. So every team has 5 minutes for their pitch, and after the pitch, the judges are gonna give short, and I'm gonna wait in the word short, comments and questions. So we will see how this goes. I will give you more instructions if you fail to give short comments. Okay, the first team to present their idea is Demo. So please give a big applause to Demo on stage.
Hi, this is Team Demo, and I'm Seyud, the presenter. Today, I'd like to talk about our service, Demo. It means decisive moments. We are the platform which mediates between photographers and who want to take high-quality pictures. There are some needs that people want to take high-quality and natural picture at outside, but some problems make people hesitate taking photos. Then let's see what is the problems and what is our solution. There are some problems from end users and photographers. First, hard to compare. There aren't any unified system on photo market. So when people want to take picture, they have to search, enter, and repeat all of this so many times. This meaningless process makes people feel it is hard to compare photographers. And photographers also spend lots of money and energy on marketing channels. Second, price bubble from unnecessary options. There are so many options in there, you see, but people don't want to pay for all of them. Third, marketing impacts to photographers' performances. There are photographers who are good at marketing to shooting ability. But now people can find this easily. But however, shooting is not the important point for a photographer is not marketing. It's shooting. Those problems are from former services. There are our solutions. First, gathering photographers. This is a good way to compare scattered information for end users. And it also provides great marketing chance for who are not good at marketing. Second, simplify and unify the services. This is the real needs of end users. We provide this service in a lower price. Then, who are our customers? We think photographers and end users, both of them are our customers. First, photographers can get portfolios and models through performances and make money also. End users can get high quality picture and perishable memory with reasonable price. Let me show you how demo works. On our website, photographers register their schedule, location, price with their portfolios. And then end users search photographers based on schedule and portfolio. When they choose the photographer, they pay for them. Finally, they meet and take high-quality picture. At the same time, we take commission from both of them. These are our team members. I'm Seiyun. He is Hyunjae. She is Aju. It is the end of my presentation. We make sure you can get your decisive moment through them. Thank you.
Anybody wants to start the
Should-
feedback?
Should we have the answers, questions and answers before?
Yeah, let's do a couple of question and answers.
Yeah,
If any
sure.
questions.
From the audience, you mean?
Any, yeah. Audience.
Professor Baba. He asked.
Did you get any real result from this?
Real result?
Yeah, real result from the customers or some people. Did you test this?
We are making our website, but it doesn't have enough infrastructure, so today we didn't show for you guys, but we are gonna test. Yeah. Test with our website.
Can I ask how do you make money?
That's a good question.
At this MVP, we said we take commission from both of them, but we want to be friendly for small business, so we want to take 1% from photographer and 6 or 7% from end users.
So you mean a follow-up question. So you mean you will charge? So you don't pay each other. You create a platform so you can pay to your website, and then they meet.
Yeah,
You pay first, and then they
yeah,
meet.
transaction.
Okay, I guess we could go to the judges' comments or feedbacks. So, anybody who wants to start?
You want to start or? Okay, first of all, I would say, so my comments. I think that you did brilliant job in doing the pitching, especially compared to what was the first version I heard when I was asking the first days. I mean, impressive jobs in terms of the material that you presented, and even your tone of voice and the story you were telling. I think really great. And I think that actually I even like it, the quote with Henri Cartier-Bresson, that is one of my favorite photographers ever. So like, got it. And no, I think like great effort in how you package it and how you deliver the message. Really big improvement. If I look at okay, I would have liked it to hear more. One was obviously the business model that you knew we discussed, but you didn't mention during the presentation. I would have probably dropped one of the slides you have, like the one that you're talking about what you're gonna present, the one with the 3 bubbles, and rather add one slide clearly with the business model. So if I were an investor, I would have liked to hear more about that one. Then I think that you did not mention, they asked it, what is the status? So where are you in the development process? So that would have been good to say. And you didn't mention about what is the idea about the go-to-market. So which market that, I know that you're targeting Korea, but it might have been good to mention that you're targeting Korea, starting first there.
Yep.
And maybe when or via which channel. So a little more that one would have helped it to understand how well it would have been able to progress. But otherwise, I like it. I think you clarified a lot of things that were unclear at the very beginning. So great progress. Well done, guys.
Thanks, Paolo.
All right. So I can give short comments and then feedbacks as well. You did a great job compared to the beginning, of course. what Paolo said, as you didn't cover the business model, one of them was the customer. Like this is very, very complex case when you have the customer and then the end user. So next time, try to crystallize what is the end user, who are the end users. Be more specific, because you have photographers as a customer. That's a very good start.
Yep.
But now just go forward.
Again, really good presentation, really good pitch. You had a very good problem analysis. That was convincing enough. Would have been nice to have heard a little bit about the competition that you have. So, what kind of solutions exist and what are their problems? Because it's a very general problem. There must be a lot of solutions that even I'm familiar with around, and then how you differentiate from that. How is it different from that? And again, also the end users kind of value proposal. Why would they join your platform rather than any of the existing ones? How would they be attracted? Would you be advertising fiercely so that everybody knows about it, or will it have some super special features that would be attractive enough for it to become a phenomenon? That would have been something nice to hear about. Then again, the logic was good and the presentation was good, and the business model that wasn't presented clearly, but afterwards it became also kind of very clear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peter.
Oh, you're waiting for me. I think you have 3 audiences. And you're serious about this? You're serious about doing this when you get back to Korea?
Yeah.
Your first audience you have to convince is the photographers, because without a base of photographers, so you're making a pitch to a photographer why I should join. And you have to convince me with numbers. And then once you get a base of these photographers in, then you can start engaging with customers to say, building a community bridge. And you need to do both of those things before you go raise money. No investor is going to talk with you unless I actually see on a portable device your website up and working. So photographers first, then lure in customers. Customers will probably need to see different things, different buy-in messages than photographers do. And then when you start to show the business model of making money, that's when you can raise money. Okay? Always think of the audience you're making a pitch to. Good.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next team demo.
He's gotten to a much more fun.
Go to the end of your presentation, and next one to present is team Alto Egg and their concept Chitos.
Hello everyone. My name is Junhyuk Song and our team name is Alto Egg. Let's start. I have one simple question. How did you rent your own place? I think this is the process. Look at the first step. Internet search. You may search on the internet nowadays, and it didn't exist before. It is important because it makes a new market. See next. This is the brokerage revenue in Korea. This market is growing steadily, and 2013 years, it was 540 billion won. It is 540 billion euro. Next slide. This shows rate of single household is increasing rapidly. It makes studio market size grow by a large scale. But there is a big problem. These are the platforms in Korea for brokerage, but they have the same problem. It is the fake room. Imagine that you are searching your room for a long time and finally find this cozy room. But when you try to visit this room, you realize that it's a fake. How could it happen? Let me show you. It is an example
another platforms for the brokerage service. And there are 3 rooms. 3 brokers uploaded the room, same room. It is because one house owner contact with many brokers. So when someone contract with the broker, the another one can't get it. So anyone can't know that this room is empty or not. So we prepare a solution, and Miss Yoon will introduce our solution and the product.
Okay, the solutions. The solution is to contact with Ziptos. Ziptos, yeah. Zip stands for house in Korean, and tos is for passing something easily in English. So Ziptos will provide people with amazing system regarding real estate brokerage service. And to be more specific, there is just one broker, Ziptos, so there is no possibilities for tenants to be worried about the fake rooms as you see the previous slide. And this is our product. This application is connected with the Ziptos database, so the house owners can check out the rental fee by using this application. And by pressing just one button like this, there is the database will be changed at any time. So the commission fee is our business model, Ziptos. So the tenants never have to pay for the commission fee, which is the unique point of Ziptos, because there is no other service or other companies who have this system. And this is our future plan. As by establishing a huge corporate brokerage in the near future and extending another branch in Sinchon, which is the famous Korean university town in Korea. So we'll be developing our business more actively. So the Ziptos is the amazing innovative way for providing real estate brokerage service. Oops. So thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please ask us.
Yes, I would like to know how do you see your future in the coming years? What are your future plans? You have some months there, but after this 2017, what is going to happen? What kind of visions do you have?
If the contract service is finished,
Yeah.
then our service is more complicated, but it is more useful. So may we get the platform more. Because there are many platforms in Korea.
Yeah.
So in 2017 year, I think there are also many platforms in there. So maybe we will compete with them.
Can you elaborate a bit more? How do you earn money if then there is no commission fee?
The commission fee is brokerage have a 2 commission fee. Yeah, but this is because we will attract the tenant for market.
If you consider in the future, the customer or the tenant can pay all the rent online through your portal. And
You mean online service for the?
No, they pay rent,
Yeah.
and also they pay deposit through your portal, through your platform.
Yeah, I think that is another model for our business model. But now, that service is for complicated and some low problem in low.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if owner and tenant all pay the deposit to your side, so it's more trust to each other. If the tenant move out or the owner do not make fake photo
Yeah.
or do not make fake things in here alone. So I'm just thinking kind of
Okay,
different models.
I got it.
Have
Thank
some kind of interest to you.
Thank you.
Follow up. Then this way you charge the owner more than the usual way.
In Korean law, commission fee is aimed to owner and tenant. So maybe 1.4% of the room, then maybe 5,000 won, so the commission fee is 40. So another brokers get the commission fee in double, but we only pay of the commission fee in half. Because it is because our process is more simple than our other brokers.
Judges.
Who wants to start? Peter?
Send me an email, because I saw something like this in the UK 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago, and the entrepreneur lost £3,750,000 because brokers didn't want to play. You're taking business away from a broker, and they do not like that.
No. Our idea is different with that idea because on other platforms deal with the brokers, but we are broker. We have a broker license, so we are broker.
But you're taking business away from other brokers, and they're really going to hate.
Maybe they are our competitors.
Yes.
Do the brokers have a bad reputation in Korea? Do they lie? Do they cheat?
Yes, they have bad image.
So you're taking on a real legal risk.
Yeah.
It takes one bad owner who makes a declaration that's wrong, and you get a customer that comes in and says, I was promised this and got something different, and you could be in big trouble. I just want to alert you, there's always big risks in things, and this guy was trying to take on, the brokers in the UK are the worst reputation, occupation in the United Kingdom. Worse than lawyers, worse than politicians. Because they make mispromises. And it sounds like you need a filter, because if I'm going out looking for places, I think maybe you want to be in between customers and brokers and not become a broker yourself. So send me a note. I'll send you this guy's business plan.
Thank you.
It's a good one to learn from. Very good research on that.
Have a follow-up?
Yeah, okay, I can start. I think cool material and good progress, even the way you've been explaining your business and the way you went through in the presentation. So very good progress on that one, yeah. Then I like it that you did quite well the research on the market size and the growth and the trends and what are the key issues. So that was very good. And you mentioned even about the business model, so that was good, and the schedule or the time frame and where you are. I think that maybe I would have liked it more to hear more clearly what is your secret sauce that makes it different from the existing solutions. Just like make that one a little more crisp and clear, that it's like, oh yeah, obviously I would go for this one rather than existing services. And that's why you got a couple of questions related to the area. And the other thing is actually I would have liked it to hear, once you convince about this one, I would have liked it to hear, okay, how do you make happen your plan in terms of how do you acquire users? Because basically there are the brokers already there that talk to the tenants, there's established process. So how do you kickstart the process of acquiring users that would come to your site, and how do you kickstart the process of acquiring owners to come to you rather than the broker, or both, let's say. So that would have been useful to let me, if I were an investor, to let me understand how likely you are to grow and to be successful fast. And one thing that was missing is you didn't mention that much about the team. I would have loved to hear who's the team, why are you guys good in doing these ones? And finally was like, okay, team or the other areas. If I'm an investor, I'm interested, where can I help you? So what do you need to be able to move ahead faster or better? That maybe you are weak as a team, but you need help. Maybe it would be user acquisition versus, I don't know, owner acquisition. But I think it's good when you do this kind of presentation, you guys, whether you're looking for money, resources, or help in particular areas. But good otherwise. Good job.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay. Again, the business logic numbers they seemed solid. Then again, what I kind of would like to see is the kind of this might have been mentioned before with the conquer plan. Because if you say that there's something wrong in the current market and you want to change it, when you start, you're not going to change the entire market. Once you start growing, you will be creating some kind of an imbalance. So then your competition, once they will notice that, okay, these guys are taking business away from us, just like Peter was saying, at this point they will start attacking you. And then the question is, what prevents them from ruining your name? What prevents them from saying that, okay, you are competing using the same things that you're accusing them of? Or what is preventing them from doing what you described before, which is just copying the apartments that you are brokering and posting them on their own website, which is actually attracting your customers away from you without you being able to do anything about it. And these were the things, I mean, kind of the growing plan, or, well, I would say the conquering the market plan. Because at some point it will become critical that you have a plan how to respond to your competitors. Other than that, the business opportunities really create, if you have a plan, for example, to build a reputation first and then start getting the customers, that would maybe be possible then to be kind of ahead of your competitors. Other than that, sounds really good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, quick brief comments and feedback. So the problem is there, it's a very big problem, and you have nailed that. And the solution is problematic in the sense that you have to think about your position. So are you going to be brokerage or be in between the brokerage and the tenants and provide them a platform? So that's what you have to consider about your strategy. And also, I had something on my mind, but I forgot it.
It was something good.
Yeah, the customers. It's very easy to think that, okay, brokerage, but what about who are the tenants? Are you going to start from the students? Are you going to start from who? Like, you have to pick up the niche markets. So those are the. Otherwise, like, the whole concept was well presented. I liked it. Good
Thank
job.
you very much. So thank you for.
One more thing came to my mind, but actually there was a very good Finnish entrepreneur who has been very successful in the housing business in America. He's Sami Inkinen, and they made, together with a couple of other guys, a startup called Trulia. Did a pretty big exit last year, I think. Yeah. You might want to give a look at that one. If you think it's interesting, we can connect you to him to have a chat.
I can hear you.
Yeah?
Yes. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, team. Thank you, judges. Next, we are gonna go into the world of widows. Treview.
Hello everyone, my name is Borna from Team Ilio, and today I'm here to present about our new project, Treview. Take a look at this picture. Do you like it? This is one of my favorite pictures, and I took this picture in Suomenlinna, the fortress in Finland. I like traveling and taking photos because it helps me to capture precious moments, and I like that. So I uploaded this photo in our community named Crazy in Traveling on Facebook. But I was so disappointed because there were so many photos and videos uploaded on randomly, so that made me a little be disappointed. So this made us think of a new platform. What about a platform which enables people to upload their own video clips based on location and let them share it with other people? So we had answered this question with the name Trevi. This is the prototype of our website. And as you can see here, this is the world map. And the thing about our videos is this. We have location-based, and all the videos are classified based on continents, countries, and cities. So let's take a closer look. For example, South America. The map, the red mark you see on the left side means the videos captured in South America. And the videos you see on the right side are the top 5 videos that hit the most views. And the hashtag indicates, the hashtag means that, as you can see on this hashtag, this video is captured in Lima, Peru. And the diamond on the right side, that it means the user status, which means that the more followers and the more followers and the more video uploads you have, the higher levels you'll get. And you'll also be able to link your ID with your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And on that side, you will see the comments. Okay, this was our prototype, so, and our real website will be uploaded this winter. We have classified our competitive markets into 2 sectors, which are subjectivity and objectivity. First of all, SNS such as Instagram and Facebook are more of subjective because they focus more on personal experiences. On the other hand, companies such as Wishpin, Like in Local, My Real Trip, and TripAdvisor are more objective because they focus more on giving information to the customers. So we can tell you that we are balancing both on subjectivity and objectivity and solving the problems of the existing markets. And as we have told you, these are based on the information and they give location, reviews, and costs. But for us, we are more on the video based, and so for us, specific informations are optional. So we'd like to emphasize that we have different directions with them. We have divided our customers into 2 parts. Firstly, people who want to express themselves through uploading their videos. And secondly, people who want to see what others have uploaded and who want to get information from that. So we are aiming to satisfy both 2 customer groups. The main value we propose you is this, the local-based approach to the videos. As we have shown you on the website, our videos are classified on continents, countries, and cities. So this enables you to find the videos faster, and if you want, you can see all videos at once. The additional values are through our platforms, we enable people to communicate about their experiences or their information about traveling. And also self-branding. There are lots of people who want to advertise themselves, so through making brands of themselves, they will make their selves more important. This is our team Ilio, and we have gathered to make these visions come true. We are all from different fields such as IT, humanities, public management, and statistics. So we have different perspectives, even seeing one thing. And we have a strong manpower to pursue our dreams, so you can count on us. So here we recommend you to review your travel with Trevi. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, we're here to help you.
How are you going to make money with your service?
We are trying to contact with travel agencies, like the most popular places where people have been, and also that travel agency can make kind of advertisements through our program. Like they can make their own video, and they can show the customers where their courses may be. Yeah. So we are trying to make a contract with the travel agencies as well. Oh yeah, and the one thing that we have to consider most is about the copyright about the background music, and we are trying to contact with kind of like iTunes or things like that, and we might take kind of some commissions from the users for using the background music as well.
Any other questions? Judges, please.
Sure, I can start. Overall, the presentation until you reach the point where you start to get more nervous. No worries about that, it's quite normal sometimes. The beginning was good. You nailed the problem by explaining way more better than last time. Also, you improved a lot from last time when I saw your presentation. What I wanted to hear more was about the customers and the pricing, like more specifically. About the solutions, hard to say yet. I'm not going to comment about that is good or bad. What else? Yeah, that's it.
Again, the beginning, the presentation was very good. The demonstration of the proof of concept, showing what exactly you would be doing and offering, that was really clear. It made it clear, I think, for everyone what the product looked like. So that was convincing, could be done easily. Also your competition or market analysis and placing yourself, that was a very good. Value proposition might be a little bit shaky, but still that was there and it was presented well, so that was clear. Again, the thing that was missing is how you would make money out of this. Numerous ways of doing it. Again, based on this, you can start a dialogue with many people, many organizations of which road to take. Still, that was completely missing out of it. And I would say, again, there are more experienced people in here, but would be important just to choose one. Maybe you can build several ones and figure out, okay, this is the strongest ones. We will put our money on this one and start building on it. So it's a kind of good idea right now. Still, what would make it interesting is defining how you will make the money out of it. Thank you.
We just got back from Madrid. So I kind of get the deal that this thing's sitting in my pocket if I'm navigating the streets of Madrid. You're proposing that I would be looking at videos on this? Do you want to see how big my bill would be after I get back to Finland when that happens? How much capacity that takes? I would suggest there's an opportunity here, but not in the way that you've presented. I couldn't help but think of Lonely Planet, Time Out Magazine, Frommer's Travel Guides. All of them are paper-based with edited information. They don't have any variety of choice. This thing can tell me precisely where I am and what's near to me. Why not create a mobile platform for an established player like Time Out Lonely Planet Guide that is a companion to a book. Because people buy books when they go on a trip. This would happen to tell me that when I'm in a Barrios in Madrid, there's a picture of this interesting restaurant that I could go clicking in on. And you'd have to think very carefully in a price-sensitive way, what could I actually show customers that doesn't affect their bill? Because the minute you step out of Europe as a European consumer, the bills are insane for data. Insane, unless you're mobile, people allow it. And the university would be calling me as soon as I get off the plane, your phone bill is X amount high, please explain. The service would stop for me right then. But I think as a companion piece to a travel guide, because the travel people, it's all print. And print is approximately, in bars in London, you are seeing 0.0001% of the bars in London in a printed guide. What about the 99.999% that I don't see that I might be near? So put this in with a Google map, pictures, and then take a cut for developing a mobile platform for somebody who does a print. It's a great idea, execute in a slightly different way.
Thank you.
I can give my comment, and I think that even if you stumble, I think it was great how you used the storytelling. So you were the first team who really nailed how to leverage the power of doing storytelling, making very personal. So that was very good. Well done. I think maybe a little more practice will help you then to navigate through quickly so you don't get tense, but that's just a matter of practice. But the storytelling really good. When you were talking, when we went to representation, there were two things that came to my mind. One was actually that monetization, we already discussed that one. The other one was more related to, how your differentiation is perceived by the end user, because it's such a crowded market and so tough competition. Flickr many years ago was already trying to do something where you were mapping, but they done it in a different way. So, and then how well does that reflect to your users that would trigger virality? So you don't need to spend money to acquire users, but people feel so compelled to use it, it becomes trendy and everybody uses it. So that's something that came to mind, how you can hook into that one, whether you will use messaging or some other ways to make it fly. We're getting more and more users without having to buy for the user acquisition. So there it is. And then final thing, I would say that it's valid a little for everybody, but if I'm let's say an investor interested in that one, once more, what are you looking for? You want money, you want help on something. So what's your ask to me in trying to help you, if I'm interested in trying to help you? But good job, well done. Good progress from the early days, I would say. That nice that you managed to clarify that one, document it, and have a prototype there. That I think is really impressive in such a short time.
Please say 2 words about tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the demo day. We're going to do a small promotion of our project, and so while you're hanging around in Startup Sauna, if you have some time, you can just come around to the Urban Mill and experience our projects. Yes, it will not take much time, so.
Well done.
Good to you.
I think this is a great best practice in trying to recruit users.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have thousands of people are coming here. So.
Great.
Okay, see you tomorrow then.
Busy boy.
And the final presentation today is gonna be by Team Hub, and it's gonna be about Compass.
Sure. Hello everyone, I'm Enzo, I'm representing Hub, and that guy over there is Shin Jun-kwon, my co-founder. Okay, let's kick off my presentation. Okay, let me start with what problems are out there for students in Korea. Every student want to get a decent job, but the problem is there's a gap between the studies at universities and the reality and companies. And this gap is growing over time, and this is becoming a big problem in Korea. So here is what we are trying to do. We are trying to build this gap with our solution called Compass. Compass is a compound, company, and campus. And this is our concept for our service. We're going to build a web platform so companies can put their information on our service. Also, students put their resume with their information on our service. So students can access the company's information very easily. Also, companies can access the student information without much trouble. And these are the things that every company wants. Good manpower, good college students, and lowering the outsourcing fee. Actually, this is not a problem for big companies, but this is a huge problem for medium and small-sized companies. They always lack good manpower, good college students, and they always suffer high price in outsourcing. And this is how our service process works. First, the companies put their project on our service, and students can find and apply, and companies give a job to students. So they start co-working. Once the project is done, everybody is happy. Everybody get money. And this is our business model. Companies will be charged per project from $400 to $2,000. And with the market research, that is not too much for companies. And students can use our service for free. Oh, sorry. And we'll take commission between the company and the students, mainly from companies. And this is the future we are drawing from our service. We are going to make students available to make suggestions for projects. And they can manage all their portfolios through our web service. So our ultimate goal is building a job finder platform in Korea for students. And there is no such a service as of now in Korea, and there's high possibility. And this is who we are. We are programmers, but also entrepreneurs. But before all these characteristics, we are students, so we know our problems better than anyone else here. So we are really ready to ship and build our product. Thanks for listening. And let me ask you a question. Will you invest in us? I have a Q&A session.
Questions? Oh, I actually have a comment and a connection that I think you'll find interesting. But first of all, thanks for a very energetic presentation. My name is Melissa, by the way. 안녕하세요. And yeah, there's a Finnish startup called Me2We.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay.
And there is also similar service in the US called campusjob.com.
Yeah. So I don't know how familiar, are you familiar with the Me2We concept? Because the university also has a clear role, and it is, I think, I'm not quite sure how applicable it would be in Korea, but the logic, at least here in Finland, is such that since students have, at the universities of applied science especially, they have in their degree requirements, they have internships, and they have the possibility to get credits for projects they do with companies. So it's kind of like triple helix, so to speak, that there is the university, there is the student, and then there is the company. who they connect. But trying to solve the very similar problem as you are. So if you want to get connected with them, if you're not already, so I'll be happy to do introduction.
Thank you for the advice. If there is no other comments, let's just try to go to the judges.
Can I pick up on that? I'm rather provocative. Universities are lousy at managing relationships with companies. Professors are the worst offenders because trying to get contact points with companies, we all want something from them. Research money, internships, master's thesis. That really pisses companies off. That if he was at the university and he called the same company and I'm in on the same morning, and I didn't know that he did, we both look like fools. You've got a number of touch points between students and companies. I'd start to pick one, and it could be jobs, internships, projects, master's theses, course sponsors. We need that here, as much as you need it in Korea. And I agree with you. The companies tell me you actually have a linear process, which is not linear. Putting a project brief together is not easy. Finding the right student is not easy. Finding the right employer-student match is not easy. It's art, not science. It's a very messy process, but it's a very real problem. And it's still a real problem because of this messiness that I just described. But I would take it back to your home universities as your little test pilot. That's your investor in this, not an outsider. It'd be, oh, the school wants to do this, whether it's the career office. Not all of it at once, too much complication. Pick one. Jobs or internships or projects for courses, one of them, just to test it at one place, and then build a platform up. That's good. I like your passion.
I can add very briefly. First of all, great material, and I think I loved it that you guys dared to ask what you were looking for, and so that was like, you have all my support on that one. Great. I think it was best practice. Then I'm thinking that if picking up on what Peter was saying, I think I agree that universities, for a number of reasons, they are a little rigid in dealing with third parties and on how quickly they can move on projects and so on. So typically the entrepreneurs has a better flexibility and agility to move faster. So from that point of view, I love the idea that actually the university has a problem that is basically to help their students finishing the studies to find employment or to find projects. I rather see the solution that is basically they delegate someone who is devoted, dedicated to that one, to help solve it and manage the interface with the partners. So from that point of view, I like the concept that these activities outsourced and the community, like maybe other students as well, are involved to make that one happen. So that one I think is a very valuable thing. And my other suggestion would be that why don't you consider stealing some ideas to try to mimic some of the elements that I've done, for instance, with Startup Sauna, and then Summer of Startup and so on, to still, leverage the student community to bootstrap your activities and to keep it alive as the alumni or the students associations become part of this one. So there's basically cheap or free labor to make this happen, but as well as a development tool for them to get experience on how to become an entrepreneur and how to find jobs. So that would be kind of like, it could be your secret source on why you can make the campus different than other placement websites.
Thank you very much.
I had several kind of pointers, so the idea became very, very clear of what you're doing. Then I was kind of thinking of if this is a passive kind of web-based service that you're offering for the company, how is it fundamentally different from just using LinkedIn? I mean, the companies, if they need to put in a project description, they can do it on LinkedIn today. And the difference would be that they would be paying commission to you guys in this case. So what would be the added value of your service to them? And then again, building on what both of you were mentioning, and also my experience and actually a study that I did about 10 years ago with small and medium companies in Finland, is that companies always have problems. That's an infinite source of problems. The reason they have problems is because they cannot solve them on their own. And another reason why they're not able to solve it, because they're not able to crystallize. They're not able to explicate the problems, put them into a form that turns them into development projects. And if you somehow could actively contribute into this, so you could go and talk with the companies and crystallize some of their problems, and then say that, okay, we take responsibility of finding somebody who can solve this problem, whether it's an individual student or a group of students. Then you would be offering them something that they would drop on their knees right away and praise the Lord, whoever they believe in, for sending you guys over. And this they are willing to pay for. But for doing extra work, which is writing down the project descriptions, which they couldn't do in the first place, and paying you guys for it, they'd never do. So if you figure out how you could actively add value, how you can recruit people who could take responsibility for solving these problems, rather than just staying back and seeing the money kind of flowing to your accounts, then I see big potential in that.
That was a good, very great point. We couldn't think of. Thanks for the comment.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good, very, very good. Just for the record, for you guys to know that these guys people there 2 days ago, and they didn't have anything like it was on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday? When you came with this idea, so they did very good job, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
2 days?
2 days.
Absolutely.
About more than 2 days.
Wow, hats off.
I like to add that most of the student activities that are happening here, at least in Finland, are based on the need of the companies to find good workers. And they are looking for your name. So only the list of all the students of computer science at your university is very valuable. They will spam emails there, and you can sell each address for several dollars.
So I don't have much to say, except that listen to this guy. That was golden information, and so yeah, that's also one thing that I've been trying to solve myself at the moment at work. So maybe we can get the demo and test, be the test user.
Thank you very much.
Important of this program. And first of all, I really congratulate all the participants, and I'm pretty sure that you have a very cool and very cold summer here for the last 4 weeks. Yeah, this is more than 35 now in Korea. So yeah, I think that's one thing you feel very good about. And Timo and I just met last year, October. So we invited him to talk about the entrepreneurship, Finnish entrepreneurship ecosystem and society. So I got quite inspired, and I was very excited about Finnish ecosystem with two things. Most of the innovation and the creativity lead by student. So it's more like student-oriented society, and also the society itself is very good, working very good with collaborations, as you see. And so we decided to make kind of customized program just targeting Korean participants. So luckily we found 6 universities, and these universities have somehow entrepreneurship center, and also kind of linking linkage programs how to promote entrepreneurship in Korea. So we try to take our responsibilities separately, and collectively. So students were selected during our selection procedure last May finally, and we sent 14 participants as our final members for this program. Overall, we met a lot of key players and who are involved in this program. Design Factory and Startup Sauna, Urban Mill, and Aalto University International Office and Art Venture Program. And also some other clusters are related, like health spa, hardware, and serious gaming. So we may see some further steps after this program, not only just end like this. And also, I got quite big lessons thanks to this program. We have some challenges in to communicate mainly because we wanted to make really customized program, which not just Finnish design program, but also we would like to mix some Korean sentiments and also elements with this program. So we have to change so many times, even in the middle of the program, because we try to get more feedbacks and comments from the students if it is possible. Maybe I feel like students were doing very good job, and I do see a lot of achievements and improvements, and maybe all mistakes and errors are mine. And also, please come to me after this session and just tell me some your feelings and thoughts and maybe feedbacks for next few years program. And lastly, I would like to share the lesson what I really got from this program. And I found very good quotations on Forbes magazine. Maybe students had some very hard time, maybe mainly because we have some culture differences, but we also really expect students can learn from Finnish ecosystem, maybe in terms of autonomy. So most of Finnish students can make their own decisions and follow up their own directions, but maybe Koreans are not educated in that way, including myself. So particularly maybe startup teams really need to call their own shots, are better able to produce valuable creative output, since requiring approval at every step kills the creative process. So I really agree with this, and hopefully 14 participants keep this lesson in your mind, and please keep going for further steps. So thank you.
Best business or the pitch here based on the business that you gave us. But we had 4 categories here. So based on the best overall effort, so the team that actually put a lot of effort, worked hard, etc. The second one is the fastest progress in the shortest amount of time. Then the biggest progress, so the team that actually made the most progress in these 4 weeks. And the last one is the team who leveraged the most from the whole course.
Wow.
You agree with that, Peter?
Yes, I do.
Great. What about you, Paul?
Definitely.
Okay, so the best overall effort is demo. So we did the best overall effort, and you were the most consistent. The fastest progress in the short amount of time, Team Campus. Good job. Then the biggest progress in these 4 weeks is Ilio. So Ilio, because that you made the most of progress in 4 weeks. And the team who leveraged the most from the courses is Ziptos. Okay, thank you very much from judges on behalf of judges. And Timo, will you take from here or?
Let me steal 3 minutes of your time. Could you please come here and make a picture together? And photographer could climb up there and take a picture.